Grit, grit, pow. L.O.T.S from me, the DSTM, Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. You guys do me a favor. Let's not wait for the middle or the end of this video. Let's come together as a collective and let's all hit the like button at the same time. Hit the like button at the same. Who built this? I built this. That's who. Hit the like. Listen. I am the incomparable, the off the imitator cannot be duplicated, the one that took their style from the elected, the appointed voice of the streets. I go by the name of L.O.T.S to prove you guys that is an acronym. It stands for the Lord of the streets, the leader of the streets, learning off the streets, living off the streets. And when I say living off the streets, I'm referring to eating off the land. We are hustlers, so we eat what we kill here. That part. That part. This is powered by L.O.T.S approved media. And I want to welcome everyone to the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, episode number 127. Bravo, bravo, bravo. You guys, listen, once again, welcome everybody to episode 127. I hope you guys are feeling good tonight. I'm the host for your humble host for tonight. All right. Let's talk about it. Camron, Omar Gooding, diabolical. Cam is diabolical. Listen, I don't know if you guys have had a chance to see, but before we even get into the topic of Camron and Omar Gooding, make sure you guys hit the like button. Don't be a ninja watcher. That's a person that be creeping and watching, casual watcher. They don't be engaging. They don't hit like. They don't comment. They don't share it. They don't do nothing. No nothing. Do something. And go ahead and engage with the channel. Once again, when you guys hit like, YouTube takes it, they push it forward and recommend it to their audience. And that gets other people involved and helps us to compete with the bigger channels, right? The bigger channels. We're a smaller channel, all right? But we're growing and we get it as fast as they get it out as fast as. Pause, all right? Now, let's talk about Omar Gooding and Mr. Camron. It is what it is. Now, I don't know if you guys had a chance to see, they've been going back and forth. Now, obviously, your first question is going to be like, where does this spawn from? Well, Camron was speaking about black actors as something he had a discrepancy about black actors in Hollywood. And somehow the Goodings got mentioned. Not necessarily Omar Gooding, but Mr. Cuban Gooding Jr. Cuba, I be getting the name this, I don't know if it's Cuba. I do believe it's Cuba. We'll go with that one for now. All right, Cuba Gooding Jr. There was something he made in reference to him. And somehow it got confused for Omar Gooding Jr. All right. Now, Omar Gooding Jr., I think he was just making a reference to Omar Gooding Jr., and I think he mistakenly called him his brother, right? Now, this is what spawned this war right now that's going on right now. So Camron has he based some diabolical thing, and he actually designed a movie. He wrote a movie. Camron actually wrote a movie and a script, and he's starring Omar Gooding in it. Omar Gooding, I'm about to say Jr. I apologize, but he's starring Omar Gooding in it, unbeknownst to Omar Gooding. He's not aware that this movie is being funded by Mr. Camron, all right? And there was a lot of little things within there, little red flags that would have gave him indication if he was paying attention that Cam put this together. I think the movie was called Killer in Spanish. Irony. Now, with that being said, you already know Cuba Gooding Jr., he suffers from identities, right? It's like identity crisis. I got an older brother. When you have older brothers that have a lot of accomplishments, you got to carve your own niche in society. You got to make your own identity out here. Or you're going to forever be in correlation with him. And they're always going to, when they relate to him, when they relate to you, they're always going to mention him and probably him first, which can be annoying because you got to have your own identity in life. So, you know, with all the accolades that Omar Gooding, you already know that's Trey. Trey let me out the car. You already know with all the movies that he's been in association with, despite the Diddy, the Diddy, how you say, the appearance at Diddy's freak offs. That part. He has a lot of accolades, which his brother's always gonna make sure that they distinguish between the both of them, so he doesn't have to live in those shoes, because those are big shoes to fill. No Diddy. That part. That part. Now, Camron comes up with this diabolical scheme. Let's break down the Camron scheme, y'all. And we're gonna get a chance to watch the videos too. There's some videos to watch. I'm gonna show you guys the videos, but let's break down the Camron scheme. All right. Well, Camron comes with this genius idea. First of all, let's congratulate Camron. I'm hearing through the grapevine that Cam is the new CEO. He's running things over there at Revolt TV. Applaud that. Cam's running things at Revolt TV. You guys know this is on the hill of Diddy, the hills of Diddy's departure, resignation. He resigned from his position. He gave up his position. He relinquished his position at Revolt TV on the hills of all the trial and everything, right? So Cam, he's a new, fresh face, a fresh look, new ideas, right? So hence he comes up with this great genius idea to make a fake movie. But it's actually a real movie because, ironically enough, he premiered it on Revolt TV. Hold up, man. This is diabolical. Applaud Mr. Camron for being so diabolical. Diabolical. Now, with that being said, before we're gonna move, let's go to Cam a little bit. Just pause for me. Pause 1 minute. No Diddy, pause. Cam be taking over shit. Camron takes over companies. Camron is one of those moguls that you need to watch out for because he's taking over aggressively. All right? Let's give examples of what Camron did. Camron took over the Rock Nation. You remember, Rockefeller Records. He took that over. You got to keep in mind, Cam has a different type of approach. When he comes into these, he's very independent thinking. Dame Dash, I think, adopted that mentality, what have you. But Cam is taking over. So he just didn't take over that. Camron took over the sports industry, as in sports commentating, from a street level. He's a force to be reckoned with. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, you see Chad Ochocinco and all of them competing with Cam. Cam just got in that space with Mace, and they making an impact, how would you say, like the Grand Canyon? That type of an impact, a meteoric, not meteor, like a meteorite impact. All right. That part. So now, shout out to Cam, man. Diabolical. Let's get back to the actual what Cam did. Listen, man. Cam had a list of demands for Omar Gooding. Ridiculous demands. Absurd. Cam had the man in the doing push-ups throughout the movie. The movie's called Killer. He had no clue. It was in Spanish. The actors inside the movies were speaking Spanish to him. He had no clue what they were saying. I'm pretty sure that they prompted him. They told him there was something there other than what it actually was. Now, with Camron on Revolt TV, I seen when Camron released the video, the movie. He released the movie. It showed in the captions what they were actually saying. So obviously they was calling this man fat, making comparisons to him like potato body. I'm paraphrasing, but they was talking about his body. Obviously, you know what I mean? You know he got the what's the name? You know he got the man breasts. You know he's big on, and I want to play that video with him speaking about it, right? And I'm gonna give it up to Omar Gooding, because Omar Gooding was a great how would you say he played a how's he a team player? He took one for the team. A great sport. That's what I want to say. Omar Gooding, that part. I applaud you, brother. You was a great sport. But nonetheless, Camron had a ridiculous list of demands throughout the movie. So you guys get a chance, check out Revolt TV. Check it out for yourself. You're going to see Camron. He's actually commentating throughout the whole thing, right? He's letting them know, yeah, I'm the one that got you doing those push-ups, fool. You doing push-ups. The way the Spanish guys, they were speaking to him. They were dissing the shit out of him. He was unaware of what was going on. But Camron also gave the man some credit. Now, let's speak about Omar Gooding. Once again, shout out to Cam and shout out to Mace. All right. Now, Omar Gooding, great sport. Omar Gooding, not the junior. He was mad at Cam because he kept saying junior. All right. But Omar Gooding was a great sport. First of all, his acting, I would say it was kind of like the acting was lackluster despite what Camron stated. Camron said he actually was serious, and Camron evidently liked it. The acting. Camron appeared to like the movie. So I don't know where this is going, but he has monetized this movie at this point. But the movie is kind of like a parody, but it's not. Now, Omar Gooding has released a plethora of diss records aimed at Camron. Hold up, man. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Hold up. That part. A plethora of disses aimed at Camron. Now, I don't know if you guys knew that if Omar Gooding knew how to rap. I wasn't aware if the man knew how to rap. You know what I mean? I knew that he did, he fools around with the rapping, but I didn't know that he took it serious. Well, apparently this man takes it more serious than we take him. Now, Omar Gooding has released, I think, over 2 diss records aimed at Camron. First of all, the first record that he dissed Camron on, I wasn't a big fan of that, Omar. The record wasn't that fire. But I'm gonna give you A for effort. You know what I mean? Because just for you stepping out there and you being an actor, you know what I mean? People kind of like look down upon that and they think like you gonna do some clown shit. But it was, I can't even go as far as say it's okay. I'm gonna be quite honest with you, right? You made A for effort. Nonetheless, let's talk about the second effort. That one. That The second effort was a way back. I think he released that 2 months ago. The first one he released like 6 months ago, but the one he released 2 months ago, that was a better effort. I like the way the breath control. I like the dynamics of the rounds. I like the you did your thing, right? It had substance there. Now throughout the middle, you kind of lost me a little bit, but I'm still gonna give you your credit. You did your numbers. Now, is that enough, Omar, to wake Cam up? I don't think Cam's going to come out of Cam's not even retirement, but I don't think Cam's going to take you up on that offer. But I would suggest that you keep releasing music like I'm hearing you're going to, because apparently Omar is planning on releasing more music, right? Using this as a catalyst. So not only Camron is taking advantage of actually, not only Camron taking advantage of the situation, monetizing it, but Omar, he's monetizing it too. So Omar's planning on releasing this new project. We're gonna be here for it. This is Omar's first project as a rapper. We've only known him as a actor, right? But now we have to look at him in a different light. He's kind of skeptical as to what trajectory, what he's projected to make. This is a whole new space for him. But one thing I can say is Camron is giving this man excellent promotion. Listen, if you ever wanted to rap, Omar, this is the time, and I think you're aware of that. Ironically enough, with all the making fun of this man, Camron threw this man an alley-oop. Let me tell y'all something, man. When these niggas is talking about these niggas like the 50 Cents, now you got Cam. Cam is throwing niggas life jackets, right? an extra life for the fact that I don't recall Omar even being a trending topic at any point. Though I do give he's an okay actor. I'm not taking away from his acting ability. Yes, he's subpar in some regards, right? But he did play some. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm shooting him bell. I'm not really a fan of his acting. So with that being said, he threw this man a lifeline. All right, let's be honest. Cam threw this man a lifeline, similar to 50 Cent, especially in these days of the internet. So right now, Omar is all over the algorithm, which I'm pretty sure he's taking advantage of. And according to Omar, he's planning on releasing this new, he's planning on releasing that new, what's the name? He's planning on releasing this new project. Now, I wanted to play the Camron video. I really want to play this Camron video, but I'm concerned about copyright. Infringement. I'm really concerned about that. I want to play some of this Cam, but well, let's try it, man. We're gonna play piece by piece, piece by piece. There's a lot of no Diddy today, man. Hold up. Listen, you guys, this is a safe place. It's a safe space. If you guys are new to this channel, take the opportunity to subscribe right now. Now, if you're a reoccurring viewer and you've been here before, you should be ashamed of yourself. Go ahead and take the opportunity, though. It's never too late, and subscribe right now. Let's get our subscribers up, all right? That part. Now, I'm finna pull up this video. In the meantime, I do want to speak about that too. There's some other stuff I want to speak about, but let me pull up this. All right. Sheesh. Diabolical. This is Cam. Let me tell y'all, man, Camron, that's very reminiscent of Paid in Full Cam. Harlem niggas, sick in the head, like my nigga Mark said. I think it's a Harlem nigga thing. Brooklyn niggas are grimy, but Harlem niggas, they get a little wicked. You hear me? All right.
So a lot of people was like, yo, Cam, what's going on with you and Omar Gooding Jr.? Here's what happened.
Casting, like, they no disrespect to nobody I'm talking about. When, like, Vin Range, you sitting around, or Omar Gooding Jr., y'all niggas sitting around, like.
So that's what happened. I called him Omar Gooding Jr., and he's like, that you calling me out my name. Cuba's the junior. How am I be the junior? And he made 3 diss records. They wasn't that bad. They was actually pretty good, to be honest with you. But I was like, damn, this nigga's bugging.
Now, you see, I do apologize. Pardon me, my good people. Missing not just 2 records. He actually dropped 3 records. And I did make a mistake about that. But you see, Camron actually liked the records.
So when I did my freestyle, I said, please don't mention me with no Omar Gooding. He did another record. Cool. So this while we working on It Is What It Is, Duffer like, Cam, we ain't got time for that, man. We got to finish. I said, Duffer's right. But I'm on vacation. So I threw up a post the other day like, yo, you a Nickelodeon kid. Stop playing with grown folks. So what do? He do another diss record. So you know me. I got a new way to play with niggas. Pause. Super pause. I'm going to start.
Okay, pause right there. No pun intended. Well, pun intended. Ironically enough, he said pause. Now, Camron did respond. I didn't know Cam responded. I wasn't aware of that. And he didn't respond no longer. Obviously, I think people advised him to fall back on that man, right? Because I don't think you battling Omar Gooding, that would have been a bad look for Cam. That part, I consider Cam a real lyricist. Let's get back to the video.
I'm booking niggas because y'all broke. A lot of niggas is broke. I booked that nigga for $7,500 to do a movie for 3 weeks. He said I didn't. So you know what I did? I booked a nigga to do a movie that's never coming out. Like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, Omar. That movie you flew to Miami for, it ain't no movie coming out. I booked you. And I was laughing at you behind the scenes. I was there. I was sitting there laughing at you. And you know what? Now you're coming on Revolt tonight. Because you signed the paperwork saying I could do whatever with the footage. You thought them niggas was real movie producers? They are real movie producers. But them was my niggas. You was in a room full of niggas that was my niggas. Check it out, y'all. Look at this. Whole staff. This is the whole staff from when I was shooting. Oh, look, he signed the paper.
Now, you guys see what's going on. That's Cam doing commentating about the movie. I'm trying to like bypass this because I think that might be copyright infringement because he's actually putting it up on Revolt. Well, let's continue from this point.
Nigga, fuck is wrong with you, man? You comfortable too. Nigga, mad comfortable. Put your titties.
All right, we're gonna leave that right there. I think we should stop right there. All right, just because I didn't edit the video. Now, you guys see, he had the man damn the ass out, the breast out, man breast out, looking crazy. Just the way that he had the man out there. It's a fake script. The script is not real, but the man played a real, like he played it, he's the head, lead role, but he played it like as if it was a real script. So it was convincing is what I'm trying to tell you. But you see, Cam had a field day with all the list of demands. Now, at one point, there was a part in the script that Mr. Omar Gooding refused to execute that part of the script. He refused to act out that particular part of the script. What they were asking was something absurd. They were asking the man to lick the bottom of a shoe. Now, I'm going to give credit to Omar Gooding for having dignity. Because, bruh, if you didn't have no dignity, you would have been licking that shoe, and that would have been viral for a year. We would have been speaking about, you would have been the subject to every meme. You would have been the pun, the tale of every joke. Trust me, you would have been the butt of everybody's joke if you would have licked the bottom of that shoe. Thank God you have integrity, some type of dignity. Cam is diabolical. That part. Mr. Cameron, diabolical. Now, like I said, you guys, Omar, he has a movie that he's planning on coming out with. Now, this movie, project, as in music. Pardon me. He has his rap project coming out. Now, he's using this as a catalyst, once again, to catapult what he got going on. So, him and Camron both are very smart, wise. They're taking advantage of the situation. You see, in this climate on the internet, all publicity is good publicity. It's how you react to this shit. And if you do this intentional, you will know how to react to it. He's dropping a project. Cam utilized this to use this as a catalyst to catapult his position at Revolt TV and bring some views to Revolt TV and bring awareness to his new position at Revolt TV. Man, big shout out to, listen, we got to applaud Cam a lot during this broadcast. That part. All right, man. Now, I want to talk a little bit. There was some parts that he said, and now, Cam, I know you don't want to battle against him, but he did say some things in his raps that I want to speak about because those punchlines were kind of cool. I never heard nobody go at Cam like that and say that, put it in that way, in that format. I never heard that before. When he's saying, oh, we like the gap tooth. He said, we like the gap tooth Cam. He said the gap tooth Cam. I forgot what he said. He said something. But he referred to Cam when he had the gap tooth. You know what I mean? And he's talking about he got new teeth and we like the gap tooth Cam. And he said some other very disrespectful. And I'm missing a part, also another part that he said. But he had, I'm not gonna say not necessarily quotables. I won't go as far as to say that. But he had some interesting lines in there aimed at Camron, man. He said something else too, man. I should have wrote down them punchlines, bro. He had some punch. He said something. He said, not even Mace. He said Camron. He said, who that was? Nah, that was somebody else. That was another rap out. My bad. That was, I'm confusing raps. Listen, shout out to Cam Revolt TV. Let me mention that too. Shani, and I think Bonnie Godiva and Shani, the rapper, the battle rappers, all right, Revolt TV, they're going to be hosting these battle rap events. All right, Camron is into the battle rapping league. I think he's started his own battle rap thing, and Camron is going into that industry. So y'all know Cam is a very competitive person, so he's the perfect person, and it's a sport. And you know, just like sports, he does it. It is what it is. Battle rapping is a sport too. So Camron has his battle rap thing going. Now on the tail end of Camron doing that that fake movie starring Omar Gooding, Cam had a battle rap on the tail end of that. So when I was done watching that, I seen Shawnee the rapper, and I also seen I saw Shawnee the rapper, and I also saw Bonnie Godiva. Now that's why I was confusing the raps. Pardon me, Bonnie. I almost gave somebody credit for what you said, but she said something even Cam wouldn't mace something. That thing was fire. Shawnee, now I'm not that big of a fan of Shawnee, the rapper. You know what I mean? But Bonnie, she's fire. The only thing I will say, her voice projection, sometimes she needs to put a little oomph in her thing, but Bonnie's fire, man. And niggas used to say that niggas was writing Bonnie. You guys let me know if Bonnie had a ghostwriter, because people were saying, I think Matt Popper, it was somebody that they was proclaiming that was writing Bonnie's music, right? But nonetheless, you guys, I'm talking about the women of battle rap. At the end of the Revolt, the fake movie that Cam did with Omar Gooding, there was a battle rap at the end with two ladies, very known in the battle rap industry. One goes by the name of Shawnee the rapper, and the other one goes by the name of Bonnie Godiva. Bonnie Godiva 5. That part. Y'all guys, pardon me. I'm trying to plug something in here. L.O.T.S approved me to listen, you guys. Make sure you're taking the opportunity to hit that like button. Like I said, don't wait for the middle of the end of this great podcast right here. The most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. Remember I told you? Listen, man. Hold up. There we go. There we go. And put this back up. What's going on there? There we go. All right, sorry about you guys. Listen, I don't have no audio engineer here. I ain't got no cameraman. I don't got no editor. I ain't got no co-signer. You know what I mean? I ain't got no co-host. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Planet, goddammit, because I did have a co-host. Rest in peace to my brother. Love you for life, nigga. Rest in peace to Planet, goddammit. But once again, I have nothing. I do everything myself. I edit. I do everything on my own. So when you guys see me having these little technical difficulties, bear with me. Now, in reference to Camron and Omar, we'll see where this is gonna land at. Omar's dropping a project, and when that project drops, I guess we're gonna have more content to drop. We'll speak about it, because I think his project is gonna be worth listening to. I think it's safe to assume that the project that he's finna drop is gonna have a lot of Camron. This is sprinkled somewhere in there. Dipset, something to that degree. You know what I mean? And he said that Cam invited him on the show. He alluded to Camron inviting him on the show. I don't know if he was talking. I don't know if he was just making a joke. But he said Camron invited him, which he declined to come on Camron's sports show. So if he would have took him up on the offer, that would have been an amazing idea. I think that would have been a great idea to go on that show. Because once again, you guys, this is about promotion. They don't really have no issues like that. This is about promotion. And if this was the old Camron, they probably would have handled it a different way. Niggas is businessmen and trying to get to the money. Now, moving right along. Listen, you guys, I want to speak about something else. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turning your notification bells on for every time I drop new content. You guys will be the first ones to get the new content. Now, let's talk about Young Thug and YSL. Now, as of recently, you guys, I don't know if you guys had a chance to see Yak Gotti out of the YSL camp. He's been doing interviews. Now, since the YSL trial, the longest trial ever in Georgia State history, a lot of the members have been seen online. Some of them have been arrested again. But for in reference to Yak Gotti, he did a interview. I think he did an interview with the Danza Project. I'm not sure. I think it's the Danza Project. Shout out to them, because I do watch that show. We both got that great couch. Now, with that, I got the great couch. He got the great chairs. Nonetheless, with that being said, what I'm about to say, thinking about the great couch. Yak Gotti. Yak Gotti was on the platform. Yak Gotti, this is the first time I've seen him speak. I think I've seen him on maybe one more interview. But nonetheless, I don't see that many people speaking that took these pleas that we're under the assumption that it hindered the case for Thug. See, throughout this whole trial, Thug has been silent. Thug hasn't been letting us know how he feels about people. He's been saying little things, sprinkling here and there, very encrypted, but nothing just blatant. He hasn't been direct. A lot of indirect comments about Gunna and the other people. Well, right now we're talking about Yak Gotti. As of recently, Yak Gotti did an interview. All right. Like I said, I haven't seen him do that many interviews. Now, I was under the impression that Yak Gotti was friends with Young Thug. Because I'm still speculating as to his real relationship. Now, no more so with Gunna. I can more commit to the idea that he's not cool with Gunna. Because now I've seen he's said little things, and he said enough things now to add all these things that correlate, and it's safe to say that he's not, he doesn't approve of Gunna. Because like I told you, he's been doing encrypted. He's been saying encrypted things about all these artists. I guess he doesn't want to aggravate the feds. Remember, he's on probation and things of that nature, so he has to follow certain guidelines, right? But nonetheless, he's been encryptedly posting things. And I think he said something in reference to Yak Gotti. I want to pull this up on Instagram. All right. And we're going to leave out with this. What do we have here? Hold up. This here is a post. It looks like shout out to Say Cheese TV. But somebody reposted this. This is Thugger Daily, all right? In which somebody said Thug name dropping everyone on that Little Baby feature he got dropping Friday. Yak Gotti tricked me for some years, and I didn't know he was telling. Quote, only reason I fuck with Gunna, it was because of Troop. Now, I don't know what you guys make of that, all right? But let's read again. This is quote from Thugger. This is, I guess, a song that he's featuring on Little Baby's music. He said, Yak Gotti tricked me for some years, and I didn't know he was telling. All right. Let's pull this up. All right. Let's pull this up. All right. I do apologize. I didn't have this. Usually I have this already set up for you guys to view, but I found it. All right. Let's discuss what we got here. So this is Douglas Weinstein. I don't know who that guy is, but obviously he reposted this. All right. That might be. That's a lawyer. Apologize. Pardon me. That's the lawyer. All right. So this is the lawyer responding to Thugger Daily. All right. Now Thugger Daily, they said Thug name dropping everyone on this Little Baby feature he got dropping Friday. Yak Gotti tricked me for some years. Now this is a quote from the song, the feature. Yak Gotti tricked me for some years, and I didn't know he was telling. Only reason I fucked with you, Gunna, it was because of Troop. So he's telling Gunna, only reason he rocked with him was because of Troop. And he's saying Yak Gotti tricked him. Now, this is the lawyer responding to these allegations that's coming up, right? All right, Mr. Douglas Weinstein, which I don't know if that's Thugger's lawyer, but maybe. In which he said, Yak did not say a single thing against Jeff in his interviews with the cops. I don't know where this is coming from. Yak had opportunity to turn on Jeff during the trial to get out of his case easy. He never took it. He stood tall and took it all the way to the jury. Now, obviously, you guys, the lawyer disagrees with that post, and he says his client never told All right. And he's saying that Yak Gotti had the opportunity to tell. Now, there was a lot of things, a lot of different how would I say? There was a lot of different videos that was emerging online and giving speculations to Yak was telling. And I kind of posted something, but I think they found out, they debunked it. I think it actually ended up not to be true. And I do apologize on behalf of L.O.T.S approved media. But if it is true, I take that apology back. But this is what they're referring to. They're trying to say that I guess Thug is under impression. He's under the impression that Yak Gotti told on him during the trial. He said, Yak tricked me. All right. He also said the only reason I rock with Gunna, the only reason I fought with Gunna is because of Troop. Now I don't know who Troop is, but I guess Troop was the cosign. That was I guess that was the homie that he felt comfortable with, that gave him that stamp of approval. Y'all know how it is in the hood. You know what I mean? When somebody introduces you, when a person introduces you, you got to get stamped by somebody. You know what I mean? And they kind of responsible for your introduction, as in integrity and things of that nature, in reference to you bringing them into that organization, and you could be a detriment to them, a cancer, and the person that brings you in has to be a good judge of character. That part. L.O.T.S approved media, DSTM, don't shoot the messenger. All right, podcast, most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. We have a lot to talk about today. We spoke about Omar Gooding and Cam. Crazy. Thugger releasing posts with his encrypted posts. Thugger just keep dropping different posts. Thugger just dancing through these platforms and just dropping encrypted messages, and we got to decipher what Thugger is saying. And I hope that stops, you know what I mean, eventually. But I'm assuming that's not because he's on probation. All right. Now, let me see. Do we have any more topics here? What else you want to talk about? All right. Let's get into it. Listen, Finesse2tymes, you guys. Finesse2tymes has been going back and forth with his family, particularly his mama. All right. Now, I dropped the video speaking about Finesse2tymes, his mother. Now, Finesse also he responded. A diss record. He went in. He dissed his own mama. He actually put the pen to the pad and wrote punchlines going at his peoples. Now, it wasn't that descriptive, you know what I mean? Very in general. But nonetheless, he got motivated off of it. Now, 50 Cent, a very unlikely person, has chimed in. I don't know 50 Cent's relationship with Finesse, but 50 appeared to be concerned, in which 50 went online and he made a post, right? 50 posted telling Finesse2tymes to chill and also to help his mama out. Now I want to go into the actual post. Hold up. And Finesse actually responded too. He responded to Fifth. And I don't see that response right now. But let's go into this post. All right. This is 50's post. All right. This is he added, in which he mentioned Finesse2tymes, in which 50 said, "Hey, Finesse, you look just like your mama." Now I got to pull up that picture because, ironically enough, his whole family look the same. They look like clones. They look like duplicates of each other. The mama looked exactly like Finesse. The brother looked like Finesse. The sister at the end, everybody looks identical. All right, very strong genes. So 50 said once again, "Hey, Finesse, you look just like your mama. Man, call her." I said, what the F do you do when that happens? Nothing. Look at her and say, you want some of this money or not? Stay your ass off of the phone, ma. Who showed you how to make a video anyway? Please say nothing crazy. So that's 50 responding to it. 50's basically trying to get a man some advice. You know what I mean? He's showing some empathy for the man, just for the fact that he put himself in the man's shoe, right? He said, what the hell do you do when this happens? Nothing. Look at her and say, you want some of this money or not? Stay your ass off the phone, ma. And who showed you how to make videos anyway? That's a cool response. Now, obviously, well, let me not say obviously. Hold up. Let me remove this. When responding to 50 Cent, let me say this. I was curious to know how Finesse would respond to 50. Or if he would respond at all. 50 is an internet tyrant, all right? With that being said, Finesse did actually respond. Finesse told 50 Cent, 50 Curtis Jackson, I'll call my mama when you call your son. And that was in reference to Marcus. Now, I'm not going to go in depth with that. When it comes to kids, we don't really necessarily talk about kids on this platform. All right? But I will say, to Finesse2tymes credit, I was surprised you said that, brother. Because that was a direct correlation to what's going on. Not necessarily betrayal, because Marcus was, and I don't want to go into that with the Supreme Son and etc. I'll let them sort that out, and you guys determine who your moral compass, who you with. But I find it was dope that he made that comparison, because 50 got some stuff he got to mend too, or does he? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section, all right? L.O.T.S Approved Media, Don't Shoot the Messenger Podcast, DSTM. Listen, this is the most dangerous podcast on God's green earth. Remember, I tell you, remember, I told you. Now, listen, we spoke about a lot of things tonight, y'all. We spoke about Camron and Omar Gooding. We spoke about the YSL case, a young thug with his encrypted messages. He got a message for Yak Gotti as well as Gunna. He doesn't approve of them. He said Gunna tricked them. Well, excuse me, Yak Gotti tricked them. All right. He said he only rocked with Gunna because of Troop, Scoop, Doop. I don't know what the man name was, but he said he was co-signed. That's the only reason he rocked with Gunna. All right, and we spoke about what else? And we spoke about Finesse2tymes. All right. Now, I don't have no more topics for tonight, y'all. L.O.T.S Approved Media. With that being said, listen, you guys pay attention and look forward to the new content that we got, that I'm going to be releasing. I got a lot of content I'm going to be releasing, as in fitness content. I don't know if you guys are into fitness, but I'm into fitness. I've been trying to figure out a way to incorporate this into the channel. All right. We actually went to Muscle Beach and we got some cool footage and got to touch down and facilitate the people and get the people familiar with the L.O.T.S approved brand, which I enjoy truly. And look to be like we're going to make this a consistent thing. I was out there with a Mr. L.S. Spade. Shout out, salute to L.S. Spade. You know what I mean? Assisting me, was out there. You know what I mean? We both getting content. He does his thing also. He's a personal trainer also. So obviously, you guys, I'm a certified personal trainer. Let's make this clear. All right, I'm not a backyard trainer. I'm not a trainer that comes from the prison yard training. You know what I mean? But I that's effective training. But I'm not against that. Right? I'm not mad at that. I'll do some of those workouts. But I'm just saying I'm a real actual trainer, your conventional trainer certifications, as well as not just personal trainer, but CPR if you fall out. All right. I'm that type of trainer. So we're bringing this content. We're going to be speaking about self-awareness. We're going to work out misconceptions. I'm going to help you guys with your workouts. We'll speak about dieting. Like I said, misconceptions, different equipment, and things like that. Whatever that how you say encompasses physical fitness. That's what we're going to be talking about, all right? And that's the new material that we're going to be bringing on the platform. You guys lock in. L.O.T.S Approved Media. Listen, I want to leave off with this, you guys. All right? Discouragement and failure are the stepping stones to success. All right. If you're chasing your dream, and if you want it bad enough, you got to be able to survive through the failure and the discouragement. You're going to be discouraged at time, but keep pushing. Those are just stepping stones. Once you get beyond that, trust me, there's rewards. But if you can't get beyond the pain, you ain't going to be able to enjoy the glory. All right. So there's going to be a lot of failure and disappointment along the way. Just take them, the learning lessons, grain of salt, and keep pushing. Put your best foot forward. All right. Also, the highest mountain has the best view. So what you chasing might be great. It might be astronomical. Some people might be scared of your dreams, far-fetched. But imagine the reward. Imagine the reward when you reach the top of that mountain. The highest mountain has the best view. So with that being said, with that sacrifice, you're going to have the most opportunities. With that sacrifice, you're going to have the most luxuries. With that sacrifice, you're going to have the most options. With that sacrifice, you're going to have the best view of what you want, resources. All right? So the highest mountain has the best view, and that's the meaning to that metaphor. With that being said, you guys, nobody's promised tomorrow. We shall return if God permits. And we're going to bring you episode 128. L.O.T.S approved media. You guys don't leave out of here without hitting the like button. Please do not leave out of here without subscribing to the channel. If you're a new viewer, once again, this is a safe space. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel. If you're a recurring viewer and you haven't subscribed as of yet, you should be ashamed of yourself. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. All right? It's a safe place here. L.O.T.S approved media. With that being said, let's put some outro music. Let me get the outro music right. I'm out, y'all.